All right. Hello, Trevor. Just got out of the vehicle. Had a wonderful day doing Saturday brunch here in the ATX. Had some interesting rides. Met an artist. How about that? Young artist out there who does, um, I guess, like comic art, 2D art. Plans on animating it. So that was really cool. Turns out her sister's a musician, singer, songwriter. That was interesting conversation. And a student today, student studying interior architectural design. That was an interesting one. I had a couple of people, visitors, checking out different parts of South Congress. South Congress was extremely busy today. And a few people, going off to work or picking up their vehicles after doing the responsible thing, you not driving it home. Two people, in fact, did that. So keeping Austin safe, that was a good thing. All right, I think I had like 7 rides. I think I pretty much covered it all. It wasn't that many rides this morning, but it was kind of nice to get some early morning light. I got out there right at sunrise and you know managed to do decently before it started getting hot through the windshield, and that road fatigue began to set in. I think I did 7 rides in 4.5 hours. So I guess I averaged a little bit better than 1.5 rides an hour. Um, yeah. So I don't think I'll be out for a while. I don't know if I'm going back tonight or tomorrow. Could do brunch tomorrow, maybe airport departures, maybe some pre Super Bowl rides. Want to be back for, was it 6:30 Eastern to check out the Super Bowl and see how it goes. Looks like during the week I'll be getting back onto doing some animation stuff. Got this app where you can actually animate the characters in Character Creator, uh, facial animations using an iPhone. So I'm gonna see if I can get Alicia Keys singing or talking or something. That'd be cool. I probably have to learn the lyrics to her songs, and then I could sing along with the headphones on to get the lip sync, and then add that to the character, and then play the soundtrack. So maybe if I get the soundtrack on the timeline, and then I could sing along with it, that would take care of the audio portion, and then block in the facial animation. And then I have to go see if I can purchase a piano keyboard. That would be kind of cool. And then wrap that up and actually go off and get you know some user interface around the fun stuff. The content is always fun. The UI and the underlying stuff less so these days. I've probably seen too many millions of lines of code in my career, and I kind of have coder's block. You know, it's interesting once you pop the top and start looking inside, pop the cork or whatever, and then you kind of get down this rabbit hole of deeply, cerebral activity. But I kind of enjoy the artistic side of the brain more at this part of my career, and just the sheer marshaling data between, architectural layers is not interesting anymore. Is it that something? But then 2D user interface elements aren't very interesting either, especially if they're tables and lists, which, you know, how can we live without them, right? I really want to live in a no UI world where we talk to the computer, excuse me, and it gives us a visual representation of it talking back. And maybe it sings a song or two and dances. It sports some merch. NATO's having difficulties finding out why folks would prefer to find creative ways of selling merch as opposed to working on defense contracts using AI or whatever, machine learning. Um, you know, it's just more data, different type. I don't want to, like, you know, signal process radar returns for a living, right? Incoming. Um, yeah, I want to see. I want to see. You know, my pixels sing and dance. Is that okay? Kitty pixels. Meow. Yeah, I'm punch drunk. I was out in the sun on the road, so trying to make sure I don't miss any stop signs and no one else does. That is very seriously stressful when it's hours on end. Like if you're going from point A to point B, hey, I jump in the car in the morning, have my morning coffee, you know, put drive with my knees and put on mascara. Um, Trying not to split, you know, the lashes. And then I park it and I run into the, you know, ladies' room. And then I do it all over again. I don't know, what do you do coming out? Put on lipstick, drive to the bar. Uh, you know what I mean. Uh, yeah, that. So, I'm stuck on that thought right there. But, you know, it's not as taxing. It's when you're out there aimlessly wandering through various circumstances and situations and turnarounds and crazy pickups in the middle of a thoroughfare, or, you know, in a place where you got to make U-turns and the navigation system just never catches up until you get back out onto the main road and then you're moving in the wrong direction and you finally, oh shit, I gotta turn around. Hope this person doesn't go ballistic back there thinking I'm taking them the wrong way because they know the way more than the, you know. Certain places is like, shit, which way is north? I need a sextant and a compass. But yeah, it can take a bit out of you. So 4.5 hours is a pretty good stretch right there. Man, the days when I was doing 12 hours or worse in the early days, man, I don't know how. I wonder if that aged me or if it did it make me younger, having to be on those kind of toes all the time. But anyway, last night or early this morning, I woke up actually, and at that point, I had dialed in the race and I captured it. So I saved it right there so that I could actually play it. So I got pole position. I actually managed to pull out a victory in this one. I made a few mistakes, but I also picked up a couple of techniques, and hopefully watching this race back will give me the ability to figure out what I did right and, you know, where I can make some improvements. Um, I changed my gearing for this car because in the Audi, the Backmobile, it was a completely different feel. But for some reason, I am now racing in Christofferson's vehicle, Johan Christofferson on, you know, I don't know, is it I hate to give the team a name, but I thought it was, we could say Team Volkswagen, side by side, Solberg and Johan Christophersen, Petter Solberg. He's like the two probably most highly decorated drivers. I think they might wind up driving Project E, the electric series, in the exhibition rounds of 2020, starting in Latvia. And then maybe 2021 they will be graduated onward because they're the elder statesmen of the, you know, FIA World Rallycross organization. So I guess these other drivers, Hansen and Cyril Ramond and all these other guys, are probably aspiring to get to that point where they're elevated to 613 British horsepower electric vehicles with, you know, hopefully creative noise makers, because those are some seriously silent vehicles around the track. They're going to have to fix that and make it exciting to watch. Hopefully, you know, in their inaugural events, they, you know, pump up the volume or something. So it'll be interesting to watch because, you know, we've gotten used to the roaring of the engines and the popping of the exhaust and the changing of the gears, screeching of tires, you know. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So anyway, I was fortunate enough to be able to finally get into a Volkswagen in this quote unquote game. It's not really a racing sim. And I've been enjoying learning to drive the Volkswagen. It's a completely different feel from the Audi, and I get switched into a different vehicle, but the level of competition seems to have increased exponentially. So I find myself finishing third or worse in almost every race. So I waited until I actually won one to save it, so I could play it back and remind myself that, yes, indeed, you can win against these guys. But keeping up or staying ahead of Petter Solberg is really a challenge. Not to mention all the other guys in the race. But with Christophersen, who typically finishes first, out of the way because I'm in his vehicle, that's yet one top finisher that I don't have to worry about. So without further, you know, pomp and no more ado, I give to you Sir Lawrence, or should I be Nicholas Arthur? Whatever. Here we go. He's out gallivanting with the fair maidens of the Shire. Here we go. Alright, so I'm in first. I broke a little bit late just to make sure I was in first. I took the chicane fairly well. Alright, coming into the next major corner, I was feathering the brake and the gas at the same time, trying to keep the revs up, but at the same time not letting them catch me. I think I was in fifth. Try to keep it on the inside a bit here, but not leave that left side completely open, so I could have gotten a little bit closer. Down here, I think I'm trying to pull all the way down the first gear and pull a handbrake in as I angle in towards the curve. Took the curve here into the Joker. I believe that would have been in second gear. Might have even, nah, I doubt that I've done first there. Here I'm trying to keep it across that green stripe, and I was down to second, maybe first, trying to keep the inside so I didn't let two more cars out. But let me go back. When I exited the Joker, literally I could have been in first for an instant if I would have slid past the tracks there, the skid marks. But then both of those cars would have been out. So I managed to keep one of them at bay. So I'm working on that exit because that's critical with these guys. Alright, so I'm in second now, and I'm like, I got to keep it clean I don't want to let the car behind me start to spin me out, because they indeed do here now at this level. And at the same time, I want to maintain traction and try to corner well so I can catch the dude in first. Because coming up at that hairpin down the way here is my move, where I get to the inside and push them wide, use them as a guardrail to get around, and it worked out that time. So he's right back on me right away, and that AI is serious competition, I can tell you. But right now I managed to gap a little bit. Here, I pulled a handbrake. I've been trying to experiment with getting to the inside and not sliding too wide as we approach the finish. So here, I popped the handbrake right there. And before I was popping it too early, and I was hitting this wall right here, the tip of that wall, the white wall. But now I've taken it a little bit wider, and I wait till I see that, and I know there's no way I'll absolutely hit it. And that actually helps me hold the inside line in case somebody were coming out of the Joker, and I don't slide too wide on the track. In fact, I didn't even hit the red and white stripes. Alright, so I'm back into the chicane, over the curb, over a curb again. I was a little bit wide there. Now I'm trying to feather maybe fourth there in the brake this time, and I'm trying to take this entry well in first gear, keep the inside, try not to leave too much room, and then try not to see they'll pass you right here on the left if you leave room. But he had to hit the brakes. He didn't necessarily have to. If it was me, I might have ran them, but that's me. Okay, now I'm down to first gear, trying to stay to the inside on that and back up to second. I'm proud of that one. Some of them I'm spinning out there in the dirt because I'm carrying too much speed into the hairpin, but I managed to do that well, and apparently better than they did. Took the curb there. Alright, hopefully takes this next curb well. I missed it, but that gives me an idea that I'm not too wide. If I'm hitting curbs, I'm not carrying too much speed to hit it, and I'm not leaving the door open for anyone to get around me. Alright, so we've got, I don't know if this is the final lap. These are 4-lap races here, qualifiers. Alright, I was a little bit off the track there. He's right there on my tail. Alright, I cornered that one well. Cornered this one a little bit tighter so that way he couldn't get past my tail. I took the inside here, and now I got to get to that hairpin and not go wide because they will pass. Alright, managed to take a decent hairpin there onto the curb. They're jokering behind me, which is a disadvantage. If I have a clean lap here, there should be no contest. And right there, I pulled the handbrake too soon right there, and now I'm counter steering because I don't want it. I've thrown away races by hitting that little end of the wall there, but I got around it, and this time I slammed into the tires because, well, I had 2 attempts at getting out of this corner, and that was horrible finish. But you got that much space, that mistake didn't cost me like it could have. Managed to take top spot in that qualifier, so Q1 and Q2 out of the way, top spot in both. So I should be sitting pretty good on points. I gotta let that play one more time because I'm not ready to race, and I won't actually stop it. I'm gonna let it race as if it is a race. Alright, Nick Archer is in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, through the chicane. Alright, here comes a really sketchy corner here. He's definitely braking late, but managed to keep the revs up, get through it quite well. They're bunched up behind them. Those guys are back there fighting for third. I think Petter Solberg's caught up in traffic. Looks like the Hansen brothers are giving him a run for his money, but Nick is way out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I think he's got a joker. Is he got a joker early? I don't know. It may be a disadvantage for him to go right now. He might come back out in traffic, but he's got enough of a gap to go ahead and do that. This might be a wonderful way to get past that AI. I tell you this right now. So he's getting this joker out of, he's on the inside. Latest gives up the spot yet. I think he probably should have waited, but he's still in it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really an exciting race. All right, it's looking like we've got the Hansons coming in pretty toughly, and looks like Petter Solberg is still caught up just a bit. Nick is chasing down, looks like Cyril Ramon, and that is really something that you don't expect to see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the inside, he gets by him, shuts the door, stomps the foot, and Nick Arthur's back out in front. I think he's going to bring this one home. We're going to have to just wait and see. It's looking like the field is gapping up a little bit. One of the Hansons is, maybe something's gone wrong back there because he's falling off the pace right now. But I can tell you all the pace is certainly up front. Indeed, what a race. The Monster Energy Volkswagen VW looks like it's on loan from Christofferson. I wonder what he's going to have to say about that. But I can tell you with this class driving, I think Johan can learn a thing or two, but just watching Nick Arthur take it around the track, he might be embarrassed to get back in it after seeing this finish. Indeed, here it is. He's nailed the hairpin. Ladies, cars have been having trouble with that spot all afternoon long, but Q2 is looking like it's a done deal. It's going to certainly go down in the history books. This is one that you certainly don't want to miss. You might have to watch this on replay over and over again. I can tell you that. Back through the chicane. Here it is one more time out on the dirt, making it a little bit difficult for the competition to see back there. I don't know if that was strategic or if that's just the way he likes to ride. But indeed, Ramon is still chomping at the bit, really wants to get by. It looks like he might have a little bit of pace, but I don't think he has style. And style is what it's going to take to get past Nick right now. I can tell you that for sure. Indeed, he's looking like it's surging out there downtown ATX. Indeed. Flashbacks of Lyft driving late night, I'm sure. All right, here it is. They're jokering. Ramon has gone in there with Solberg. They have got their hopes alive, but I don't know. It's looking like the Hanson brothers are certainly pulling up the rear. Nick Arthur decides to go ahead just for extra style points. Go ahead and scrape off just a little bit of the tires on the side. All right, this one is over. That's like you do. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and continue. Don't hit restart. Not after winning Q2. Now, I'm probably going to be grinding for the rest of the afternoon to get through Q3. Unless I'm, seriously demoralized the competition by now. We'll have to find out. We want to just piss them off. Like he's driving slow, holding us up. But one way or the other, I will be getting around this track. You can believe that. Hot damn, boy. Number 34. Nick, I wish I could change my number. I'm number 1, not the position. All right, Solberg, Ramon, Hanson, Q3. I guess we're the top drivers. All I got to do is keep beating them. I'm surprised that Ekstrom, Audi, EKS, Quattro, Ekstrom, and Backerud are dropped down. Same thing with Sebastian Loeb, Chris Atkinson. I would expect to see, and Yanis Baumanis, I would expect to see Sebastian Loeb and Matthias Ekstrom over here in this group replacing the Hanson brothers, because that's pretty much how it has been. Their Hansons are a bit younger. These are the more senior drivers, Loeb, Ekstrom, Solberg, and obviously Christofferson. Nidis, Markland, these guys all seem like the younger guys. Chesheret, Brunetson, Kevin Eriksson. Kevin Eriksson is a peer of Kevin Hanson. I think Timmy Hanson's a few years older, so he's moved up into the supercars earlier than Kevin Hanson is, but now they're racing as a team in Peugeot. But anyway, that's a little bit of background. It's really fun to watch, FIA WRX FIA World Rallycross, and kind of follow what's going on in that racing community. So it makes this game a whole lot more fun to kind of know a little bit about the drivers. All of the 4 years of racing can be found, 4 or 5 years now, I guess, um, or is it more? I forget. Maybe 2014 was the first year, and we're in 2020, so 6 years, going into 6 years of FIA WRX. Um, makes it a whole lot more fun to race, and you can learn the tracks by checking out all of those live streams online, YouTube. All right, here we go. My volume is down. I was trying not to wake up the neighbors this morning. %65%. Let's get it to where it belongs. I was screaming, and the volume wasn't even at the appropriate level. I could have probably. They said, "What's wrong with that boy? He got to scream like that." Well, I don't think I got off to a good start here. I had to break it down to one just to see if I could try to hold the line. Alright, now I'm feathering the brake in 5th. He didn't have enough to get past me. Still trying. I'm bouncing off the walls. Not proud about that. Keeping it somewhat inside. Alright, so far that's worked. I think I'm in feather 4th. That worked out a little bit better. Still challenging. He's bumping me every time. Alright, so now I gave him my spot. And he held me from making my handbrake move. Alright, that's where I lost it. Did he joker? I don't think he's joker. So all I gotta do is keep up. Oh shit, I haven't jokered either. Try taking a joke. I'm already behind. Oh, that was the end of my race. Right here is where you lose traction. That's how you got by. I did Joker, and now I'm playing freaking Rock'em Sock'em. Alright, took that wrong. Stop. Gave up a whole bunch of pieces. Alright. It's competition certainly is stiff. I can tell you that right now. Alright. But once I lost it, I might as well get out of it. I should have jacked out earlier. But I like practice. Because it is a new car. This race looks bad right now, but it could be salvageable. Damn, just to fuck me up. That's what I mean. If they get anywhere near your back, you give them a half a second. They're like literally on your bumper the whole way. And then they'll spin you out. And then I get out. Because it's like, alright, if I gave them enough to spin me out, I'm not likely going to win. Because you can't get spun out. It's over at that point. It's got to be a clean race or you're just going home a loser. Like right there, he hit it. But I managed to slow them all down. Well, it looks like one of the Hansons is out. Maybe both of them. Always joking together, bud. He's long run. 4 seconds. Batter's gonna have trouble. I just don't see trouble happening for me. He was gone for a freaking mile, dude. I'm not taking second, but shit, Patter, what did you do, man? 9 seconds. The question is, how did he get out that far? Replay. Petter, I gotta restart this, but I want to see what he did. That's my teammate, Petter. That was already sketched from the very beginning. Petter got pushed behind Hansen. He had a slot in the third. Shit, there's where I lost it. And then I started taking people out. Alright, let's see what happens. Right now it's not over yet. Until I bumped Hansen and slid out. Is that Timmy? And that was in last. Alright, so I took it out on him. And him. Alright, now, literally, Petter's not that far gone right now, right? Until this move right here. The adrenaline, I never settled back down. But I was still close enough to Joker, not far behind. Now, alright, so he's got me by literally a mile. I got held up right there a little bit. Flicking it, trying to stay out in front of these dudes and take that turn. I slid out here, and Petter's just going on about his business, driving clean with no freaking pressure. I slid that whole section, wasted a lot of time there, and at this point I'm probably pushing too hard. I still managed not to slide out too far, but Petter is freaking gone. Yeah, look at him. There's no catching him. Now that race is about staying in second. Racing for second. It's like playing with Tiger Woods. You're playing for second, man. At least this is only 4 minutes max, right? 4 laps. Tiger, you played all whole weekend. That was back in his heyday, though. That was Tiger in the early days. All kinds of time getting out of there. Yeah, trying to do too much. Scrubbing off time. Didn't catch that one well. Yeah, with Petter, you gotta, if he's out front, you gotta do everything right. I'm not taking second place. I have unlimited restarts. Okay, here we go. Got the fan on now. I was hot. That's burning some calories. Adrenaline rush. I'm already in trouble. Who did I let out? It's not Petter. So there's hope. Somebody decided to joke early too. Grass is okay. Took too much speed into everything. Who's out front? Is that Petter? Doesn't matter now. Who won? Timmy Hansen. I'll let him win. I want to move down the road. Continue. I looked at the points. I was second, he was first. He wasn't close enough in the other two qualifiers to be a factor yet. I should have watched that so I had a chance to recover, but alright, so he's in pole and I'm in second position. This is the top heat though. So all I gotta do is handle my opponents. That motherfucker spun me out. Timmy. I was thinking about paying him back. Restart. I'll pay him back in the next race. I should let him in front of me. Yeah, I know what to do. We're not going out to win this one, folks. We're going to drop Timmy into the wall. Hey, Timmy. I learned some tricks from backward, ready? I was just delayed just a second. What's up, Timmy? You remember the finals? That's the cost of the trophy. Here we go. This time I'm starting first, and I'll let him I'll delay switching up to second. Go ahead, Timmy. I'm holding it for you. There you go. He's not excited. The fuck? Shit just went south. Take a break. Adrenaline. Gotta let that shit go away. Okay. Here you go. Any carnage? Just me? I'm caught between two houses. Shit's dangerous. Hack job. That's my teammate. Fucking better. Teammates like that shit. Fuck. Slide, I couldn't control it. Joker was a bailout. I should not have bailed, knowing that I was going to come out in a whole lot of traffic. Hanson back there. Should be easy race. Hanson's still back there. fucking beautiful.
They're getting away from us. We keep pushing.
Where's Hanson? What place is he in? That motherfucker's back where he belongs. Go ahead. I got him. Timmy Hansen did not finish. Yes! I want to replay. I want to be that shit. Oh, fuck it, I'm still in second qualifying. Is that motherfucker out? No, he's not out yet. I'm behind Petter though. He qualified in fourth. Hold on. I'm in first. Oh, I'm in the semis with Timmy Hansen. Oh, that shit will be fine. Well, I should be up there with Petter Solberg. Continue. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna review this shit. Oh, yes. Get that shit on tape. That one goes up to the back of it. Hey, back! Don't worry. I fixed it. I fixed it. Airborne, that shit. You should have flipped over though. I wish you could have fucking flipped. Please don't cut it before it gets to the good part. Alright, hold on. Baby, I'm back! What a rude awakening. Okay, here we go. So far, I'm good. I held him up there in the hairpin. Ah, catharsis. Now, I'm telling you how to do it, man. When y'all get home after a hard weekend racing, you need to open this up. You're like, who do you want to take out? I'll tell you, that's it, right after the jump. You gotta go to Birkenyaki. Birkenyaki, or however they say it. Alright, there he is, Hansen. I bumped him. And then he got on his brakes. He's skittish. Okay, now. Alright, so we're coming around. He gets to the inside. Nope. There it is. Took me into the wall. He's like, well, you cut my racing line. It's okay. Pay back anyway. Oh wait, who was that in the back? It's another Hansen. See that shit? Racing with the motherfuckers? The 1-2 punch. That's what they pulled in South Africa, right? Look at that. I'm busted. I got no rim. Now, they would like to say it was my cornering ability that got me to the trouble in the first place. But who's counting? It's just a game. Alright. Let's just say this. You were in my way. I had to formulate a plan first, and I was like, I know, I'm looking for an ambush point. I gotta hurry up before they get here. I was like, well, this might not be it, but I'll give it a try. There you go. That took him out at first. Petter is on his way now. And I'm holding him up. I'm like, now your race is pretty much over. I got both the Hansons behind me. I was like, job well done. Tried to split the difference and missed. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not quite finished yet. Let's see. I gotta reset my clock because I don't want to get disqualified before I complete the mission. It's like, alright. They'll be coming through here eventually. Now I'm trying to find, okay, wait a minute. Where's the good ambush plan? I gotta get back. I was thinking that other hairpin, but I ran out of clock, so I had to turn around in a second here to reset right there. So I get another 15 seconds, let it cool down. Then I was like, that's Petter, let him go. All right, where is he? Timmy! Terminal. That wasn't as bad as I had hoped. That wasn't, oh, that was Kevin. No, that was Timmy. Timmy's in the white, Kevin's in yellow. Oh, he was coming right off the jump too. He came in pretty good. Looked like a pitch. Once he's up in the air, see the thing is if they see you coming, they can avoid you. But if they're airborne, it's fucking all gravity, man. Physics. Now, if I was coming in at a good rate of speed, we might have seen some AI flip. I'd like to know if they prevent that. Because I've not yet seen an AI car flip. Yeah, he's up in the air. No obstacle avoidance there. See, he avoided. Kevin got by. So it was Kevin who caused the problem. Timmy just inherited the remedy. Alright. Alright, so that was good. We're gonna go ahead and continue because I would like, oh no, I have to retire from the event if I continue? No. Alright, you gotta break through because I'm not gonna retire myself. So we just gotta go through this. Now that we've firmly established that, Kevin to my right, Timmy to my left. They better be cool. Up the whole race right there. That was like suspended animation. Are you fucking thing? I'm gonna let you get ready with that shit. Apparently somebody behind me said yes, but I'm not gonna worry about that. You gotta get the whole shot on these dudes from the jump, or you're gonna be racing from behind. I just can't bear to do it right now. I already know how that goes. Believe me, I know how to stop. First gear, I had no acceleration to go with that loss of traction. When you get sandwiched between two Hansons, that's just not going to be easy. They don't race straight. So I'm just trying it again. I think they kind of know that move, so they brake hard when they see you coming. Somebody must have been on me. Because my back end didn't break loose when I hit the handbrake. I knew I was going to be grinding, but I didn't really want it to be prophetic. I was like, oh, I'll be grinding all afternoon. But really, that's about what this is. I have a focus because I want just to be over so I can go do other shit. I tried to block Petter, but I couldn't get any. All my grip was used for braking and none for turning. So Petter broke through it. That was fucking Kevin. Again. And again. Holy fuck. Petter. Sorry, Petter. Oh, you know what was coming right there, Petter, didn't you? Vindictiveness. I was gonna take you out for that shit. We could talk about it in the paddock. I didn't see you racing incident. How could you not see me? My windshield had a crack right where you were. Somebody fucked me up. This shit is Rallycross is some serious shit. It's like it's all won or lost in the start. If you don't have a good start, you can forget that shit. But these dudes, they're gone.
Get ready.
You just gotta find where to start and what's the secret sauce today.
Go, go, go.
Already I see that this is not going to be my best start. I undercut you.
Okay, we're second. This is second position at the moment.
Now, this bitch take his Joker now. Nope, he tried. He saw me coming. And Pettit jumped on the fucking opportunity. You're just fucking wait.
Follow the car ahead. Stop.
That fucked me up. Ooh,
They're getting away from us. Keep pushing.
yeah, I know, but I was racing it for grins at that point. For grins.
Ready to race.
Get out first, then
Go, go, go.
don't jump into the third lap. Oh shit, Pettit in front.
They're getting in the way ahead.
Sebastian Loeb's in front. Save that shit. Sebastian Loeb. Might be after a nap. Come back, beat this shit. Sebastian Loeb is fucking. whoop some ass. Took a while for it to show up though. Solberg second. I'm still on top. Q4 on top for the finals. Solberg's in another heat. Settings anyway. View replay. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, Nick's eyes are burning, but he might be able to see just long enough to take this qualifier. Alright, looks like he gets the early lead. For a moment, it looks like he was bogged down, but somehow between the Hansen, he pops out. Sebastian Loeb is in second. Looks like Kevin Hansen is trailing in third. Nick's out there in the weeds, but it might just have been part of his strategy. I think he wanted to go ahead and cool the tires organically. Alright, it's looking like Nick is certainly taking it just a bit wide, but with all that pace, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this, he more than makes up for it. Alright, it's looking like Loeb is still in second with Kevin Hansen in third, and certainly Petter Solberg is currently in fourth place. Looking like he's stuck behind Kevin. Sebastian Loeb is, well, pulling up the rear. Nope, he's in second place. Excuse me. Up now, it looks like we've got a transfer. Sebastian Loeb got it for just a moment, but Nick took it right back. And whoever it is in last place, I just can't see right now. Oh my goodness, that is Petter Solberg in last place. And we don't see that. He's got to be having car problems right now. Alright, Nick he takes his Joker, getting it out sometime in the third lap. Manages to keep it inside. There'll be no passing opportunities there. And he set up nice for the chicane. Alright, it's looking like we've got Kevin Hansen in second place. Sebastian Loeb somehow loses his position. Sneaky little Kevin Hansen found his way in there. Loeb is currently in third with, well, Petter Solberg trying to go around the outside. Nick is just making short shrift to this guy in second place. My goodness, I don't see Kevin Hansen catching up to Nick at all in this one. This one looks like it's one for the history books. So we go ahead and focus on the rest of the pack back there. All right, someone has gone off and decided to go Joker. I think that may have been Sebastian Loeb. And it's looking like, well, Petter Solberg finds himself in fourth place. All right. And indeed, no one is even bothering to chase right now. It's looking like Kevin Hansen has found a second gear. Will it be enough? Remains to be seen. It's looking like Nick is certainly driving defensively right now, nursing that lead going into the semifinals. Certainly, he's well ahead on points. Kevin really has nothing to answer. And, well, it's high time that he goes out and Joker, giving Nick an opportunity to go yet extend that lead even further. Now, I don't think he's dialing anything back right now. He's taking that exit quite well to the inside. Petter Solberg finds himself in second place behind his teammate. Yes, indeed, good showing from Team Volkswagen.
Volkswagen?
Yeah. Yeah. Continue. The Volkswagen. I got you, man. Where's my shit? There it is. I need a nap, man. I was out there driving all day. Confirm repairs. Wrap it up, I'll take it. I do not know if I can make it through finals. If semis is going to be anything like quarter Q4. I'll give my best shot though. I'm on pole. To the right of me is Timmy Hansen, right? Yep. That's going to be fun. So we're in extra. Oh, I got extra in back route. Shit. Gotta avoid back route. Shit could be over before we know it. Back to the paddock for a few pairs and shit. Take that, motherfucker. I'm gonna slot in. See if I can win this motherfucker different. I should have taken that position right there. I think I got it here. I gave the fucking Joker opportunity to go ahead though. Matthias Ekstrom giving me all sorts of problems back in the background. Get out of the way. That's with me and Matthias. For a moment, Matthias is fucking feeling it. Joker, Matthias. I want to try to catch him before the freaking Joker. Oops, that move didn't work because I was in the wrong gear. I should let Matthias get out. Fuck that. First all the way. Nobody's getting past me on that shit. Got you. Turn the exit. goal is not to give it away. The only reason why is that no one's gonna see.
Okay, keep up the pace. We're getting away from the car behind.
I got off the fucking gas. Damn it. Shisher it? You got it. Don't really mean it like that, buddy. But you know what I'm saying, right? I'm fucking pissed off this shit, man. Yes, yeah. Hold on a minute. What do you mean? Hello? Hello?
Hey Larry, can you use the debit card?
I transferred the money to it.
Yeah, I know. But have you used the debit?
I have not spent any money on that debit card. I just put $400 on there.
Yeah, I know. I tried to use it earlier and it was being declined and I checked. I saw the money you transferred.
Yeah, 400, right?
Yeah. Let me check HEB to see if it's the same.
All right.
Because I had to spend $9.
Yeah.
It was declined, so I don't know if they put a hold on your.
You want me to call? You want me to call the bank and ask?
Well, they're closed now.
What time is it? They close at 2?
1.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is the check that I wrote is not run yet. So I'm gonna use my debit card and just transfer money on my account to my account.
All right.
Use the check here.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
Bye. Where am I? I think I'm in the midst of a restart. Okay, here we go. Yes, yes. Come on. Afternoon nap at 3 p.m. I gotta win. Trying to make it to the finals.
Next race. What's your race? Go, go, go.
I lifted off and spun out. This car's a little loose. Lifting off is not good. Lifted off the gas. After you're full throttle, it just breaks the back end loose.
Get ready. Go, go, go.
It's only short-lived. It's fucking liquid shots, man. Joker. You always do. Fucking monster, man. Shit. Hold down to restart. Now to retire. Restart. Alright, I'm serious because I really wanted to. I was hoping to win the finals before I had to go there. That's why they told me to turn off the light. Turn off the light. What the fuck? Oh man, I'm fucking in the middle of a race. How the fuck do you expect me to turn off the light? Psh, okay, turn it off now. I gotta go to school tomorrow. Let's do a second gear to third. To fourth. Off the gas for oh shit, just long enough for that motherfucker to try to challenge. I don't think he's hanging with that shit. You see that shit, Sebastian? That shit was smooth. I'm looking at you in the rearview mirror, motherfucker. Get up. Stay back there. Leave me the fuck alone. Fucking yap your ass, motherfucker. See. Alright, let him out. Nope, he didn't get out. He should have took that motherfucker. He's like, I'm joking, you stupid bitch. I'm out of here. You going slow? Catch you on the flip side, motherfucker. I gotta take my joke at some point, though. I need to continue to gap these bitches.
All behind is pulling away. One second.
That motherfucker got me at the very end. I was gonna bail out on and take third. You basically just can't give up on positions. Fuck that. If you give up positions, don't tell me what happens at the end.
Ultra red. Go, go, go.
I hope I did some serious fucking harm. Trying to pass me. That's what you call. I was trying to kill that motherfucker. I was trying to fucking flick his ass. The first lap is the freaking critical lap.
Ready.
You race hard in the first lap and then chill for the rest. See right there? That's the shit you don't want to see. One down. Yeah, something's broken on my car too. Have to train your AI. How to train your AI? Hit the motherfucker that knows what a newspaper. Come here, Sebastian.
Ready.
Timmy.
Go, go, go.
Train your fucking AI. They're like, this motherfucker's bashing cars again. It literally looks like I can get away with this shit. Are you fucking shitting me? That's the worst fucking Joker.
Okay, no stepping back. Stay cool.
I'm not fucking this thing. Chill. Breathe.
Ready to race. Go,
You would think it has some intelligence, but I doubt it seriously.
Watch your north.
I mean, it has some programming into it, but this shit is basic. It looks like it's developed a personality. I'm just some serious shit. That's a cheat move right there. I think I'm going to take my nap. Hit restart first so I don't mess that up. Hit escape. And minimize. Thanks for watching. Sleep. Wow.